Have you ever dreamed about visiting England? Do you want to explore beautiful cities, taste amazing food, and meet friendly people? Today is your lucky day. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm Charlie, and in this video, you're going to learn about the best cities in England through a natural conversation between two friends. Their names are Sarah and Tom, and they are planning a 10-day trip to England. They researched a lot, and now they're talking about three amazing cities: London, Manchester, and Bath. They will discuss airports, transportation, restaurants, hotels, tourist attractions, and the hospitality of local people. This conversation is slow, clear, and perfect for you to understand every single word. But wait, there's more. Stay until the end, because I am going to present 5 important words that every tourist needs to know. These words will improve your vocabulary and help you communicate better when you travel. Plus, I'll give you an extra tip about traveling in England that you don't want to miss. I know learning English can be challenging, but here at Slow English Fast Learning, we believe that listening slowly and practicing daily is the best way to unlock your fluency. So, relax, listen carefully, and enjoy this conversation. You can repeat the sentences, pause the video, and watch it as many times as you need. Are you ready? Grab your notebook, get comfortable, and let's start this amazing journey to England. Let's begin. Now let's listen to the conversation between Sarah and Tom. They are friends, and they are very excited to travel to England. Pay attention to every word. The conversation is slow and clear for you to understand everything.
Hi, Tom. I'm so excited about our trip to England. I researched a lot about the best cities for us to visit.
Hi, Sarah. Me too. I watched several videos and read some travel blogs. I think we should focus on 3 main cities: London, Manchester, and Bath. What do you think?
Perfect. I was thinking exactly the same thing. London is a must-see, of course. It's the capital and has so much history and culture. Plus, Heathrow Airport is very easy to navigate, even for first-time travelers.
That's good to know. I was a little worried because I heard it's huge, but if it's well organized, I feel better. What about getting around London? I know the city is massive.
Yes, it's big, but the public transportation is excellent. The Underground, which locals call the Tube, connects the entire city. It's fast, clean, and runs frequently. You can get almost anywhere in less than 30 minutes.
I saw pictures of the Tube map, and honestly, it looks confusing at first. But I imagine after using it a few times, it gets easier. And I really want to ride those famous red double-decker buses.
Oh, the buses are amazing. They're perfect for sightseeing because you can see the city from the top deck. Plus, they're cheaper than taxis. Speaking of accommodation, I found a nice hotel in Covent Garden. It's central and close to theaters and restaurants.
Covent Garden sounds perfect. I love that area. It has street performers, shops, and great food options. Actually, I'm very excited to try British food. I want to eat fish and chips from a traditional pub.
Me too. And we have to try a full English breakfast at least once. It's huge. Eggs, bacon, sausages, beans, toast, and mushrooms. It will keep us full for hours while we explore the city.
That sounds delicious. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Now, what about the people in London? I heard they're polite but a bit reserved. Is that true?
Yes, British people are very polite. They say please, thank you, and sorry all the time. They might seem reserved at first, but if you ask for help, they're always willing to assist you. Just be respectful and friendly.
Good to know. I'll make sure to be polite too. Now, let's talk about the attractions. There's so much to see in London. Big Ben, the Tower of London, Buckingham Palace. Where shall we start?
I think we should start with the classic landmarks. Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament are right next to the River Thames, so we can walk along the river and enjoy the views. Then we visit the Tower of London to see the crown jewels.
The crown jewels sound incredible. I've always wanted to see them. What about Buckingham Palace? Can we go inside or just watch the changing of the guard ceremony?
The palace only opens to visitors in the summer, but we can definitely watch the changing of the guard. It's a famous ceremony with soldiers in red uniforms and tall black hats. It's very British.
That's a must-see for sure. How many days do you think we need in London? I don't want to rush, but I also want time for Manchester and Bath.
I think 4 days is perfect. We can see the main attractions, visit some museums, and still have time to relax in a park or enjoy afternoon tea.
4 days sounds good. Now, tell me about Manchester. I know it's famous for football, but what else is there?
Manchester is amazing. It's smaller than London, so it feels more relaxed and friendly. The city has a rich industrial history and a vibrant music scene. And yes, football is huge there. Manchester United and Manchester City are both from there.
I'm a big football fan, so visiting Old Trafford Stadium would be a dream come true. Can we take a tour of the stadium?
Absolutely. They offer guided tours where you can see the dressing rooms, the pitch, and the museum. It's an incredible experience, even if you're not a die-hard fan.
That's awesome. Now, how do we get from London to Manchester? Should we fly or take the train?
I think the train is better. It takes about 2 hours, and you can see the beautiful English countryside along the way. Plus, train stations are usually in this city centre, so it's more convenient than flying.
I agree. Trains are more comfortable and scenic. What about accommodation in Manchester? Is it expensive?
Not at all. Manchester is more affordable than London. We can find a good hotel in the city center near Piccadilly Gardens. That area has shops, restaurants, and good public transport connections.
Perfect. What about food? I heard Manchester has great pubs with traditional British meals.
Yes, the pubs in Manchester are fantastic. You can try meat pies, roast dinners, and Yorkshire pudding. There are also many international restaurants if we want something different.
I definitely want to try a proper meat pie. And I heard that people in Manchester are really friendly and down to earth. Is that true?
Absolutely. The people in Manchester are warm, welcoming, and love to chat. They have a great sense of humor, too. You'll feel very comfortable there.
That's wonderful. What are the main attractions in Manchester besides the football stadium?
There's the Manchester Museum, which has amazing exhibits on natural history and ancient cultures. The Science and Industry Museum is also fascinating. And if you like books, the John Rylands Library is absolutely stunning. It looks like something from Harry Potter.
A library that looks like Harry Potter? I have to see that. What about the Northern Quarter? I heard it's a trendy area.
Yes, the Northern Quarter is full of street art, independent cafes, vintage shops, and live music venues. It's the creative heart of Manchester. We should spend an afternoon just wandering around there.
That sounds like my kind of place. How many days should we spend in Manchester?
I think 3 days is enough. We can see the main sights, enjoy the food, and soak up the atmosphere without feeling rushed.
Great. Now, let's talk about Bath. I don't know much about it, but I heard it's beautiful.
Bath is absolutely gorgeous. It's a small city in the southwest of England, and it's famous for its Roman baths and stunning Georgian architecture. The entire city is built from honey-colored stone, so it looks like a fairy tale.
Roman baths? You mean actual baths from Roman times? That's incredible. How old are they?
They're almost 2,000 years old. The Romans built them because Bath has natural hot springs. You can visit the baths, see the ancient ruins, and learn about Roman life in Britain. It's fascinating.
That sounds amazing. I love history, so this is perfect for me. How do we get from Manchester to Bath?
We take a train. The journey takes about 3 hours, and it's a scenic route through the English countryside. You'll see green hills, small villages, and sheep grazing in the fields.
I love train rides. What about hotels in Bath? I imagine they're charming.
They are. Bath has lovely hotels and bed and breakfasts. We can stay in a traditional B&B and enjoy a homemade breakfast every morning. It's cozy and authentic.
That sounds welcoming. What kind of food can we eat in Bath?
Bath has lovely cafes and restaurants. You can eat traditional British food or try afternoon tea. It's a British tradition with tea, sandwiches, scones, and cakes.
I definitely want to try afternoon tea. It sounds very elegant. Are the people in Bath friendly?
Yes, very friendly. Bath is a smaller city, so people are more relaxed and have time to chat. They're proud of their city and love to share its history.
That's nice. What are the main attractions in Bath?
Besides the Roman baths, we can visit Bath Abbey, the Royal Crescent, and Pulteney Bridge. We can also walk around the city and admire the beautiful buildings. Everything is made of honey-colored stone.
It sounds like a fairy tale. How many days should we spend in Bath?
I think 3 days is perfect. Bath is small, so we can see everything and still have time to relax.
Excellent. So our plan is 4 days in London, 3 days in Manchester, and 3 days in Bath. That's 10 days total.
Exactly. It's going to be an amazing trip. I can't wait to explore these cities with you.
Me neither. Let's start packing.
Very good. You just listened to a natural conversation between Sarah and Tom about 3 incredible cities in England: London, Manchester, and Bath. Now, let's talk about some interesting points from this dialogue that will help you improve your English. First, notice how Sarah and Tom used the present perfect several times. For example, I've been researching and I've heard this verb tense is very common in English to talk about past experiences that have a connection to the present. Second, observe the use of modal verbs like should, can, and must. They used we should visit to give suggestions. We can see to talk about possibilities, and that's a must-see to express obligation or importance. Third, pay attention to the question words: what, how, where, and how many. These words are essential for asking questions and keeping a conversation flowing naturally. Fourth, Note how they used adjectives to describe places and experiences. Excellent, amazing, beautiful, friendly, stunning. Using adjectives makes your speech richer and more interesting. Fifth, observe the expressions of agreement. I agree. Absolutely. That's true. Me too. These expressions show that you're following the conversation and agree with the other person. And finally, notice how they used phrasal verbs like getting around, moving around, and find out, discover. Phrasal verbs are very common in spoken English and will make you sound more natural. Now that you understand the structure of the dialogue, let's learn 5 essential words for any tourist. 1. Airport, a place where airplanes take off and land. It's where you start and end your airplane journey. Example sentence, we will arrive at Heathrow Airport in the morning. Context of use, use this word when talking about airplane travel, check-in, luggage, or when asking for directions to the airport. 2. Transportation, the means you use to go from one place to another, like buses, trains, subways, taxis, or cars. Example sentence, public transportation in London is very efficient. Context of use, use this word when talking about how to move around a city, planning routes, or asking about transportation options. 3. Accommodation, the place where you stay during your trip, like a hotel, hostel, or bed and breakfast. Example sentence, we need to book our accommodation before we travel. Context of use, use this word when talking about hotels, making reservations, or asking about where to stay in a city. 4. Attraction, an interesting place that tourists visit, like museums, monuments, parks, or historic buildings. Example sentence, Big Ben is one of the most famous attractions in London. Context of use, use this word when talking about what to visit, planning your tourist itinerary, or asking for recommendations of places to see. 5. Friendly, when a person is kind, welcoming, and likes to help others. Example sentence, the people in Bath are very friendly and helpful. Context of use, use this word when describing people, talking about your experience in a place, or praising the service at a restaurant or hotel. Excellent work! You made it to the end of the video, and now you know much more about 3 incredible cities in England: London, Manchester, and Bath. Now, as I promised, I'll give you a very important extra tip about traveling in England. When you're in England, remember that British people drive on the left side of the road. This means that when you're going to cross the street, you should look to the right first and then to the left. In London, ULLC written on the ground at pedestrian crossings, look right or look left to help tourists. Pay attention to this for your safety. Another important tip, always carry an umbrella with you. The weather in England is unpredictable, and it can rain at any moment, even when the day is sunny. British people say, there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing. And finally, don't be afraid to speak English. British people are patient and will appreciate your effort to communicate in their language. Even if you make mistakes, keep practicing. That's how you'll improve. Remember, the goal of this video is for you to have complete understanding of what was spoken and explained. That's why I strongly recommend that you watch this video at least twice. The first time, just listen and try to understand the general context. The second time, pause the video, repeat the sentences out loud, and write down new words. This is the best way to retain the content and accelerate your learning. Here at Slow English, Fast Learning, we believe that listening slowly and practicing daily is the best path to unlock your English fluency. You're on the right track. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell to receive notifications of new videos. Leave your like to help me reach more people who want to learn English effectively. And don't forget to leave a comment below saying which part of the lesson you liked most. Do you prefer learning about tourist attractions or travel situations? Which city in England do you most want to visit? London, Manchester, or Bath? Write in the comments. I read them all and love knowing your opinion. I'll see you in the next video. See you soon.